welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to pass. It's back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. To the air on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the ball's out and they're after it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Touch pass on the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Hurricane! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Snags a quick pass on the left. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Irvin. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Pulls it in. It's Irvin. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's back. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And the Canes line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Sends it back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They're going to go for it on fourth down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. With the catch, it's Lyle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's back. Makes the catch. And the Hurricanes get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got his man.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Fletcher. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. It's caught. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this open.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Canes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. It's back. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He got it. Now the lead is down to 11. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Balvin. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. He's loose. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He breaks the tackle. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Brown wants to pass. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit.
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play. And the Canes are in the red zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts when you're trailing late in the ballgame.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's back. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
After the incompletion, can they find a way to get these last 2 yards? And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll start this drive firing. Flips it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to run it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball. Touchdown Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Irvin. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He'll work his way down to the 28. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.